Hello everybody and welcome to my top 5 new light novels of 2024. So let me just preface this by saying that I'll only be talking about new series that came out in 2024. So this would mean either a volume 1 or if it's a one-shot, and this would only be if that volume came out at some point in 2024. So this is my top 5, so I'll be working from place 5 down all the way up until 1. I will have timestamps down below too if you are just curious about what series I'll be talking about. So at number 5, we have the series Babel. So Babel is a sequel series to another light novel called Unnamed Memory. However, it can be consumed by itself, but it can also be appreciated by light novel readers of Unnamed Memory as well. So this series follows our main female character, and she's living in just modern day Japan. Something happens and she's taken into the Unnamed Memory universe. She has to deal now with her new setting. She's now went from modern day Japan to a very fantasy heavy world. It's the world of Unnamed Memory. And you, the reader, along with the main character, you just discover new customs, new rules as she navigates this world, trying to work her way back to present day Japan. So volume 1 of this series did come out this year, 2024, from Yen Press, from their Yen on light novel imprint. So like Unnamed Memory, the storytelling style is very reminiscent of Unnamed Memory. I would say it's very wordy. However, it does have this charm to it. The author is just really good at really slow burn romances and really expanding a fantasy world and doing the world building just very naturally in her stories. Once again, it can be consumed by itself as just its separate series, or little things to be appreciated here and there if you are also an Unnamed Memory light novel reader as well. At number 4, we have Brunhild, the Dragon Slayer. So this is a series also from Yen Press, their Yen on imprint. This series just follows Brunhild, raised as a dragon, now forced to live amongst the humans, as it came to this island and took her back. Will she choose revenge, or will she choose to live alongside the humans? Just a really fantastic dark fantasy. The writing style is just very almost lyrical, almost biblical at times. Just a really unique writing style with some interesting messages in the story. I highly recommend to anybody who is just an open-minded reader. The story has great twists and turns, and you'll both love and hate Brunhild at times, be empathetic at times, but the series does make you think. Just a great, I want to say one-shot. However, there are more books in the series, but they take place in different points in time within the main story. So by itself, it does work as an excellent one-shot. So at number 3, this just came out this month actually, so it's really new, but it still fits within 2024. We have The Obsessed Mage and His Statue Bride. The series is so good. It's a one-shot from 7 Seas. Normally their Airship line is where they have light novels, but this is more of an adult title. It's under the steamship line, but it is the light novel, and this just follows our main female character. She's a mage, so this is a fantasy setting. She takes on this little boy as her pupil. This little boy does have a crush on her. He's constantly asking her to marry her, and she's like, "Oh child, you are a child, so no." But he's very sweet. The dynamic is really cute as teacher and pupil. And then at one point, this dragon attacks. It's just really powerful. So the only way for her to save her and her pupil is to fight this dragon. However, at the end of the battle, she does petrify. So she does petrify. She does change into a statue, as the title suggests. And then 20 years later, her pupil has grown up and is able to unpetrify her. Thus, the romance begins, now that he is an adult. It's a very sweet story. It has a great mixture of plot, romance, adult things. Just a really well-balanced fantasy story. And it just really surprised me how much I did like it for a one-shot. At number 2, we have Riku Can't Be a Goddess. So I actually gave this title a chance just because the cover was really pretty. I just loved the blue on it. I'm not sure, but it was just really pretty looking. So I gave this title a chance and no regrets. It was excellent. This is a one-shot actually. It's a very good coming-of-age story. We have 4 separate stories just following different children within the same high school. And the story just really explores love and just growing up, how things change as you age, what it's like liking things that aren't normally accepted as normal, and just a lot of dealing with unrequited love. Requited love as well, but it's just a good mix of different stories, different characters, and just the ups and downs of growing up, high school, and romance. It's very sweet. They are 4 separate stories, but they all are interconnected in some kind of way. And if you just want a great one-shot, just coming-of-age romance, I highly recommend this book. So at number 1, we have The Kept Man of the Princess Knight. So I believe I did talk about this series before in a different video. So this series follows Matt, their main character. He's known within his town as just being super weak, just a bum, just a guy who just sleeps around. And for some reason, he has this job of protecting the Princess Knight, to be her kept man. He's actually a really morally gray character, and at times you are really disappointed in him, and you even as a reader begin to agree with the townsfolk. Why is this man allowed to be beside this lovely, sweet lady? Follow Matthew, his day-to-day life, how he goes about doing literally anything to protect his Princess Knight. And the story is just so good on its own, but it has such an amazing plot twist in there that just turns everything upside down, and it just left such an impression on me and immediately skyrocketed to my favorite new series of 2024. Alright everybody, and that's my top 5 new light novel series of 2024. Let me know if any of these are your favorites. Let me know if you've never even heard of any of these, or let me know what your top 5 new light novels of 2024 are. I'm always open to recommendations. I do a lot of reading, as you can see, and I could always use more light novel recommendations. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more light novel and manga content, and see you guys real soon. Bye!